Hey everyone, how's it going? It's me, back for a pretty exciting vlog, I think. This is the first vlog after the release of Halo Infinite. Still hasn't come out for me at this present moment, got 4 more days. But also, I think possibly the last vlog before SpiderMan No Way Home. Either way, I got this really cool package in from Peyton Dean, Brick Tactical. Of course, Peyton has been a good buddy for many years, and he did a huge massive new release over Black Friday on his site with some of the coolest Lego accessories and highest quality accessories I have ever seen. So check this out. I put in an initial order for everything that you see here, and I say initial because there was such a wide variety posted that I definitely intend to order again. And as you can see, these are what I was talking about in terms of quality, the best quality Lego lightsaber hilts we have ever seen. And before we get to those though, you can see I've got some Halo Infinite accessories up here. The shotgun isn't necessarily from Infinite, but that is the best Lego version of the iconic Halo shotgun I've ever seen. And then you also have the new commando rifle and the pistol from Halo Infinite as well. That'll go great with my eventual Master Chief custom from the game. And as you can see, to get started with the lightsabers here, we have Darth Maul's double-bladed hilt from the Phantom Menace, and basically all the hilts up here are the dark side hilts. We have Asajj Ventress's hilts along with Count Dooku's and one of my favorites, Palpatine's. And over here I've got, for the light side, a lot of hilts ordered from Peyton here, including Cal Kestis's lightsaber, and then we also have 2 sets of Ahsoka's sabers. He even does have the Shoto saber here. You can see we've also got Ahsoka's earlier lightsaber hilt, the main defensive blade from the Clone Wars. No Shoto for that one, unfortunately, so hopefully he can add that at some point in the future. But we've got Plo Koon's, and this is where it gets wild because you have some really obscure ones in here. Yoda's, I think this is Qui-Gon's from the Phantom Menace, and then over here we have Ki-Adi-Mundi, Shaak-Ti, Kit Fisto, Mace Windu, and then Quinlan Vos. I never ever expected to see high quality ABS injected lightsaber hilts for any of those characters in my entire lifetime. I am just always so used to getting 3D printed versions, which are always really cool too, but these are plastic injected, like official Lego plastic, right? So you got some freebies that he included over here too, with a yellow fuel rod, a red gravity hammer, the plasma rifle, all in different various colors, an AK-47, the energy sword, which is definitely kind of cool, and then we also do have a few different assorted helmets here. So really great variety of freebies there. Definitely excited to pick these up in their proper colors in the very near future, along with some of the additional lightsabers that he has, because I didn't even pick up like Pong Krell's lightsaber hilts. He has Inquisitor hilts on there. I mean, one's for like the 5th brother, and I think even the Inquisitor either from Rebels or Fallen Order. Revan's hilt. He has Rey's lightsaber from the end of the Rise of Skywalker, Darth Malgus, and so many others. So this hasn't even been a sponsored segment or anything. I just genuinely think these are the best lightsaber hilts this community has ever seen, and I was really excited to pick these up. Now give me a minute to assemble all the minifigures so we can see what they all look like holding these. Okay, so we're gonna go from left to right, beginning with my Mandalorian Season 2 Ahsoka, who you just saw finally completed and showcased, but now with Peyton's new lightsabers as she's trying to take Rebels Ahsoka down with her. While I still really do like Bacon King Legos 3D printed ones that I painted, these are definitely making me feel really conflicted now. And I've also got a pair for Rebels Ahsoka back there too, along with the Clone Wars Season 1 and 2 Ahsoka sporting the Clone Wars version there. And we've got Luke back there also from the Mandalorian Season 2 showcase. I still really like OMV Minifigures 3D printed version that I used, but again, really conflicted because these are so cool. And I think what I really like about them too is these hilts and the way that Peyton designed them are kind of like how I would imagine Lego would do it if they were making custom hilts like this for each character. Yoda's got one as well, kind of holding it backwards, which I thought was a peculiar choice, but still looks great regardless. We've also got Plo Koon, Ki-Adi-Mundi, Cal Kestis, and that especially complements that purist minifigure. I mean, look at that. I would love to see a double-bladed version at some point in the future. Before we forget, Quinlan Voss is back there. Don't actually have the most recent live-action version. I only have the animated Clone Wars version still, but I will change that at some point. And we have Qui-Gon Jinn, of course, back there, along with Shaak Ti, Mace Windu, Kit Fisto with the custom head that I painted way back in 2020, and then young Palpatine instead of the regular Emperor minifigure, because I always take the opportunity whenever I see one to raise awareness for the amazing novel that is Darth Plagueis. Seriously, highly recommend it. But Darth Maul is really great too. This is actually the only one that is sold out thus far, but no doubt Peyton will restock shortly. Asajj Ventress's lightsaber hilts look fantastic as well. There is a hair on that minifig, but you know she's gonna fall down and do that if I touch it. Count Dooku is over here too with a really great hilt, and he looks fantastic with the Death Star plans as well. Love that, and love all of these hilts, man. They are all fantastic. Peyton over at Brick Tactical really did an excellent job designing all of these. I mean, they are really remarkable, and if you guys remember way back in 2020 as well, I also did a Sith collection video, and I never did a Jedi collection video. And let me tell you, this has really revitalized my incentive to do that, because now most of the characters have their own fantastic custom ABS plastic injected lightsaber hilts, and it's pretty freaking awesome. Hi, how's it going? It's me butting in a few days later to talk about something really cool, because of course now it is past December 8th. Halo Infinite launched, and let me tell you, man, it's been wild. Waited 6 years for this. Really, it's felt like 8 or 9 since Halo 5 was just such a disaster of a game. And now, here we are, the end of 2021, and 343 Industries have finally shipped Halo Infinite in its base form, awaiting many more things and features, but that's okay, because what they have shipped to us with the campaign and multiplayer that they kickstarted with a few insider betas and then actually officially launched technically 2 weeks ago, but technically this was the launch, but they released the multiplayer on November 15th, and now it's like December 9th, 10th, I think it's the 10th, and I played through a lot of the campaign, and as a hardcore Halo fan since 2009. Halo is a huge part of my being, as some of you guys who've been with me for a long time know. And did it deliver? Because to me, Halo 4 fully delivered in most ways. Halo 5 didn't deliver in any way. And now, so far, about 7 hours in to Halo Infinite, whole new experience, huge new section of Zeta Halo available to explore and freely go around, and I mean, it has been a completely different game. Unlike any other Halo before it. Of course, I'm more so talking about with its gameplay, with its story, because it's unlike any Halo before, because it takes all the best parts of the previous Halos from the series and puts it together. That's what 343 have done in the last 5 or 6 years, and it's really put on display now that we actually have the game released, and that's crazy to honestly even say now already. And no spoilers, of course, but I do still have some questions about the story. The mystery does start to kind of be unveiled as you get to probably around hour 6 or 7 into the game. Thankfully, though, they do answer a lot of questions, because Halo Infinite is a soft reboot. It's a huge reboot in the way that they are reverting back to the Halo Combat Evolved, and mostly also Halo 3's art style too, but a lot of Combat Evolved, especially for the ring itself. And then obviously you have Chief's new Mark 6 style armor back with some Halo Legends inspiration as well. So I think that that is all really obvious and has been obvious since 2019. It's just, you know, what was less obvious was, okay, but are they going to abandon Halo 4 and 5? I am okay with them abandoning 5, but mostly are they going to abandon Halo 4 and pretend like that didn't exist? And I was very pleased to find out that is not the case. That is not true, and they very much embrace all of the previous Halo games, not just the original classics and Reach, which I was really surprised by. I mean, considering it's still the same studio that developed Halo 4 and 5, you would hope they don't try to completely flee from the games that they made, because I personally still absolutely love Halo 4 to this day. I mean, just a few simple takeaways. The gunplay is amazing. The sound design is, God, it has to be the best sound design since Halo 2 Anniversary, I would say. And it is just amazing. Every shot that you fire in Halo Infinite while you're on Zeta Halo fighting against the Banished, it is just divine. Every gun has impact, and you really, I mean, feel it when you fire each weapon in Halo Infinite. And I say that because it's important, man. 343 has not always nailed it with sound design. I love Halo 4, but a lot of those guns in that game didn't always sound right. You had a really great sounding assault rifle, and then the Magnum sounded kind of terrible, and things like that, right? Now, I've talked about the multiplayer a little bit in previous vlogs, but the multiplayer, again, equally fantastic. Missing a lot of playlists right now, and unfortunately Forge mode won't be added for a very long time, so custom games are yet again limited at a Halo launch, which is a shame, and something that only really started with the 343 era and is continuing here. And yeah, I will say I do wish that there was a little bit more variety in some of the missions, the main story missions. While it's really great exploring the ring and, you know, infiltrating Banished bases or assassinating Banished targets or, you know, clearing checkpoints, saving Marines, the actual main story missions that I've played so far, at least, aren't all the same, but kind of play the same in the way that you just don't get enough of the story mission to mission. And I'm kind of worried that by the end of all this, it's going to set up the next game. And it's like, okay, but Halo Infinite was supposed to be the game that we've waited the better part of a decade for. I don't want to get to the end of the Halo Infinite campaign on Zeta Halo now, and then after all these years of 343 working on this being like, and until next time. And it's like, I thought this was next time. I've been waiting for this since 2015, and now I've just got more okay. Anyway, I actually still have not seen the live action trailer for the Halo series that is due out on Paramount Plus next year. It was revealed during the Game Awards, and honestly, it's because I don't have a lot of faith in it. Halo has kind of had a really bad history of live action not really working, but Forward Unto Dawn in 2012 was kind of the one exception, and even that had some problems. So I'm not really getting my hopes up too high, even though it is Chief and it does look very good. It's always best to keep your expectations low for live action Halo, and at least that's what I've learned since loving the series since 2009. Will I make Halo figures? Well, Nate's Minifigs has been 3D printing some unbelievable designs, a handful of which are really unprecedented. I mean, his new Master Chief version 2, and then also the Elites. I mean, Elites like that have never been produced like that in the entire history of the LEGO Halo community. So, I mean, I'm thinking that in between MCU projects, I'm gonna have to like take a day or two and just go full paint machine mode and glue those armor pieces in place and get to work, because those pieces, man, as a Halo fan, it's gonna be pretty tough not painting those. Hi, quick note from the future. I did finish Halo Infinite's campaign shortly thereafter with that clip, and I mean, as someone you know, who has really, in large part, thanks to Halo campaigns and multiplayer since 2009, been gifted with so much joy and so many memories of amazing times that I always wish I could go back to. I thought it would be fitting to at least score the damn campaign that I've been waiting 6 freaking years for. And I would say that I have settled on 7 out of 10 and almost went a little bit lower. Because while Halo Infinite's campaign really did deliver on a lot of things, there were a lot of things it didn't deliver on, like with level variety, you know, location variety more so than level variety, and, you know, just kind of a story that was shrouded in too much mystery. They brought the mystery and the wonder back to Halo, but then just a little too much mystery. And so after 6 freaking years, I really did expect there to be more story here than there actually was. I mean, there's still the promise of like potential DLC and things to come, but I was looking for a little more out of Halo Infinite, and unfortunately Zeta Halo can feel kind of empty and a little lifeless at times. Even though the open world ring map is really cool to explore, it can be difficult to traverse, which is not always fun. But Halo Infinite, for the most part, it was a very positive experience, and, you know, congratulations to 343 Industries for all the work that they did do and all the things they did achieve. Man, feels like just not too long ago, it was 2015, I was having install problems for Halo 5, and now it's like 2021 and I finished Halo 6. Holy shit. So SpiderMan No Way Home, one of the greatest movies I have ever seen in my entire life.
3 hours later.
Just got out of round 2, pretty much went right back in for a second showing with Jake and the squad. You guys might remember Janky Figs from the previous vlogs. Yeah, just only gets better. SpiderMan No Way Home is one of the best movies ever made. And I don't just think that's the hype talking. Hey, it's me from the future one more time. This is the end of the no spoiler section of my SpiderMan No Way Home review discussion video that was so long, I never finished it. But here's the end of the first portion of it. Everything in this movie delivered for me. And to close out the no spoiler section, SpiderMan No Way Home is a 9.5, dare I say, a damn near a 10 out of 10 for me, and I cannot wait to go see it a third time. Tonight, got another 8/10 showing to make, and then one more tomorrow after that. So back in the present, which is it's the day before Christmas Eve, December 23rd. I have, of course, since seen SpiderMan No Way Home 4 times. The review is going to be 40 minutes long, and I only edited about half of it. I'll probably still finish it and post it at some point. But instead, today, I am just finally taking a full day to paint for the first time in a while. Very busy and eventful Christmas this year, unfortunately. But that being said, I am starting to paint Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man suit from The Amazing Spider-Man 2, and it's going really well. I'm getting a little bit of a nostalgia trip, because this is my first time painting him in, 7 years now. And of course, I'm not taking any inspiration from the old one I did all those years ago. However, as I'm reviewing the reference again for the first time in 7 years, not the same reference, I gathered new reference, but God, he has so many more webbing lines than the average Spider-Man suit, which is okay, and I knew that was going to be the case, because I did remember that much at least, and you can see as much in whenever his suit is on screen. But I just started to paint the webbing, and I'm starting to post that out on the Patreon, and I'm like, oh man, just right in this area, there's 4 different lines that have to go up in between his eyes, when usually there's only 3, with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So I'm definitely trying to figure out the design. It's very tedious. I'm hoping I don't have to employ the process of selection, right, that I use with Iron Man suits, where you kind of have to pick and choose what you can and can't fit. But might be doing that for Andrew's Spidey suit. Gonna see if I can avoid it. Otherwise, I might ditch a few webbing lines just to maintain a clean look that isn't overcrowding the small minifigure arms, legs, and the mask and everything. So anyway, yeah. All right, everyone. So it is Christmas Eve now, and it's about to be Christmas in a couple hours. But I just finished setting up my 2021 Christmas photo, which I am really proud of. I think it's one of my favorites, if not my absolute favorite. And while my camera's dying, the studio once again is a mess, but you can see the lineup for this year's photo includes a lot of fun surprises, including me sporting Spidey PS4 arms, because I figured they would be fitting with the white aesthetic. And also you can see we just have the whole multiversal mess taking place all over the Christmas tree back there, with Green Goblin and basically all of the characters from the Disney Plus shows trying to take him down. Loki up there even trying to prune him. But we've also got Doctor Strange yet again scolding Peter in the upcoming integrated suit, which I am working on, and as you can see is just under halfway complete because it's using the Lego legs. But also Andrew Garfield Spider-Man is there trying to offer up some Christmas cookies like the Mandalorian was last year. And then Wanda's back there too, as she's about to be coming in with the assist in Multiverse of Madness. I've even got Venom back there in the left-hand corner. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man with the Santa hat. You got Din Djarin back here trying to offer up the Darksaber to Bo-Katan. Cyborg, because that's a figure I always like to show off wherever possible. And Ahsoka's here as well, with Luke trying to offer her a Christmas card, and Grogu in front of him as well. Boba Fett, I wanted to have a little bit more front and center, but frankly, there just wasn't really room for him because I also wanted to celebrate the Flash and Ben Affleck's Batman one last time, because this pretty much was the last year for me to celebrate the DC Extended Universe before I stopped caring. And so continuing with the Snyder Cut up there, we've got Aquaman and Wonder Woman really partying it up, and Superman just not really knowing what to do with them up there in his festive black suit with the red cape though. Wong is just going nuts on this Wampa who only has one horn, which I kind of tried to hide with the angle. Darkseid is creeping in the background because he never got his time to shine, and that is the Christmas photo for 2021, celebrating the few figures I did make while also celebrating what is to come. And if it wasn't already obvious, I did Photoshop a background here to have the snowed in Sanctum Sanctorum from SpiderMan No Way Home, and it turned out really cool, and I'm really happy I didn't forget about that idea walking out of the theater, because it's turned out to be, like I said, one of my favorite Christmas photos I have ever done. Alright, actually I think I'm going to end the vlog here, but I wanted to kind of close out just again on a quick apology for not posting a vlog in the last couple of weeks. Just things got away from me over the holiday season, and also like the first week or so I didn't really feel like I had a vlog, if that makes sense. There's not enough content for one. And then also I wanted to make more progress on SpiderMan No Way Home by now, but again with the holiday season and just tons of other things going on, just time constantly getting away from me, and that really has been the story of the last year or so. And unfortunately 2021 was not unlike 2020, despite 2020 obviously being a very different and historic year for other reasons for most people. Yeah, I didn't have a great year, but that's okay. Hoping 2022 will be a little bit better. But I hope you guys did, and I hope you guys had a great holiday season. And yeah, I hope that the next year, 2022, brings you all just more peace of mind, and more inspiration to help you through whatever comes next, because I think we all need more of that. And I definitely need to be doing more of that myself, and creating more of that for myself, because when I do get caught up in everything else and I'm not able to paint as much as I would like to, or make videos when I want to, or just, sometimes flat out leave videos on the cutting room floor, I feel like that inspiration that keeps me going kind of trickles out, and then it gets harder to get back on course. And that's really kind of, if that makes sense, I mean, that's kind of how I can in a very general way explain 2020 and 2021. But anyway, for Christmas, they get a couple cool new Lego sets that I wasn't going to pick up myself for a while, but check this out. We got Vader's healing chamber, or I guess the meditation chamber, which I bet we'll wind up seeing probably again in the Kenobi series next year. And then also we've got the Infinity Gauntlet, which is pretty sweet. Been planning to pick this up for a while, the brick built one. A lot smaller in person than I thought it would be, which is why I actually held off even longer. But yeah, looking forward to building those, along with the myriad of other sets that I accumulated over the fall of this year that I never got to review either because I was away in California for a month and a half. But yeah, I wanted to post a video, a proper video announcing the SpiderMan No Way Home project, but I didn't, because I felt like I didn't have much of a video beyond just the integrated suit preview that I posted already for the release of the movie, and I didn't just want to, I feel like I needed more substance, I needed more content, and I think once I make a bit more progress on Andrew Garfield, Spidey, maybe even Toby Spidey, that's when I'll post the first video, kind of, I guess, making a video for any of those minifigures, because I don't want to post a video if I don't have a video. That being said, I will probably be doing a top 5 for custom minifigures of the year. I don't really know how I'll go about that. If you guys have any suggestions for how maybe I can post a last minute poll somewhere, I'm open to ideas. Or maybe I won't even wind up making that video either, we'll see. But thank you guys for being here for another year, and for being so patient with me as I have once again been inconsistent and not here as much as I would like. But it's been really great having you guys here on the second channel, still supporting me while I basically posted so many more of these easier videos instead of main channel videos. So take care everyone, and I hope to see you soon in the new year with a New Year's vlog. So see you then. Bye-bye.